Hey, this is Danny from Scare Talk. Before we get into all the horror greatness, I gotta let you know about Anchor. Anchor is the host site that we use to record our podcast. Anchor will upload your podcast to Apple and Spotify and many other listening platforms. Anchor is completely free, and you can download the app or go to the website, anchor.fm, and you can record straight on there. There's also some cool editing tools that you can use. Did I mention that it's free? Yeah, so if you want to make a podcast, Anchor is the way to go. Go check it out. Now, for the spooky stuff.
Welcome to Scare Talk, a horror movie podcast for horror fans. This podcast will cover horror movie reviews, ratings, and rankings. Now for your hosts, Danny and Joel.
Yeah, this is Scare Talk. I'm Danny, and this guy's Joel.
Hey guys, what's up? Lots of energy today.
All right, so today we're going to talk about the best Halloween film in the franchise, Halloween Resurrection.
Oh boy, can't wait.
But before we get into that, we're going to play a little game. Maybe you guys can play along at home. This one is horror movie quotes. So, Joel's going to read me a couple quotes. I'm going to see if I can guess the movie.
Yes.
And then I'm going to do the same. Okay?
All right.
So, what do we got?
All right, first one.
Hit me with your best shot.
When there's no more room in hell, the dead shall walk the earth.
No more room in hell, the dead shall walk the earth.
It's a cool
I
line.
know I have heard this. Dang it. I want to say it's just like a zombie movie, because that would make sense, but I don't think it is. There's no more room in hell, the dead shall walk the earth. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Dawn of the Dead.
That is Dawn of the Dead.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that was a pure guess.
It's just a cool quote.
It is a cool quote. Wow.
And this one should be easier, actually, honestly. I just like the quote too. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
Yes, that is one of the best. That is The Shining.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Yeah, that one was easy. All right.
Just fun though.
Yeah. So here is a couple for you.
Oh, great. Here. All right.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Scream.
No.
Wait. I thought you did say that at one point at the end. We all go a little mad sometimes. You definitely did say that at the end
maybe
of the
he
movie,
did, but that's
not where this is coming from.
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
Oh man. I know this quote. We all go a little mad sometimes. Psycho?
Yep.
All right.
Nice job. Nice job. Okay, now we got this one. I do wish we could chat longer, but I'm having an old friend for dinner.
Silence. Hannibal.
You were right the first time.
Oh, okay. Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
So I remember that scene with Ray Liotta and Hannibal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that's where you were going with it, but yeah.
That's a good one. That is a good one. Okay. So, yeah, let's get back to Resurrection. Let's try to resurrect Halloween here.
All right.
All right, who's in this one?
This one stars... I was going to put Jamie Lee Curtis, but I'm not going to do that for this movie. Busta Rhymes.
Busta Buzz. Snap your neck.
Busta Rhymes.
That's funny. It stars him. Like, he is the star.
Yeah, he is. That just sickens me. You might know him from... in the movie world. He was in Shaft.
Oh, okay.
Higher Learning and Narc.
Oh, Okay, so
Probably
he's been in stuff.
Probably the same type of character in all those movies. But
I didn't know he'd actually been in other stuff.
yeah, and these were all before Resurrection.
Oh, okay.
Like, these movies were.
I mean, he's been in music videos.
Really? Is that what he's not just known as an actor for Resurrection? That is crazy. I can't believe I started out with even saying his name in this movie. Also, Tyra Banks.
Oh, okay. All right.
She was also in Higher Learning.
Okay.
Coyote Ugly and Love and Basketball.
All right.
And for the third one, pretty much everyone else that I say is just being like a whatever person. But I went with the one of the only survivors of the movie. She was in it during the entire movie. Her name is Bianca Kajalik. She was Sarah.
Okay.
The main character with Busta Rhymes. And she was in 10 Things I Hate About You, Bring It On, and a show called Rules of Engagement.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I actually like that show.
Yeah. You know what I want to watch is Bring It On.
It's
a good movie.
It is, yeah.
I've been trying to get the kids to watch it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They don't want to.
It's a classic 90s.
Yeah.
Or 2000, I think. I think the year 2000 when it came out.
Yeah.
This was written by Larry Brand. He did the story and the screenplay.
Okay.
Actually, it's written by two people. One did the screenplay only. He wrote Hard Luck with Wesley Snipes. Paranoia. I don't know that one at all. And The Girl on the Train.
Oh, okay.
And also Sean Hood. He did the screenplay. And he wrote Cube 2, Hypercube. Hypercube. Conan the Barbarian. And Legend of Hercules.
Wow. Conan and Hercules.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he's dipping his toes in a lot of different things here. And the director, I have said this guy's name before in a previous Halloween movie.
Oh.
Rick Rosenthal.
Oh, that's right.
Halloween 2.
Yes.
It just boggles my mind that he did this and that one, but okay. A TV movie called Halfway There.
Okay.
And Bad Boys, 1983.
Oh, that's right.
Sean Penn movie.
Yeah.
And that's what I got for those.
All right. So this one is 3 years after he last terrorized his sister. Michael Myers confronts her again before traveling to Haddonfield to deal with the cast and crew of a reality show which is being broadcasted from his old home.
Oh, man.
So,
it sounds like it should be good.
It sounds kind of interesting.
Yeah.
The premise is interesting.
Yeah.
I find it funny that it starts with, he confronts her again before traveling,
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, I mean, I
so
guess
what happens there?
is the timeline of the movie.
Yeah.
But,
I'm going to stop my sister in California one final time, and I'm going to just travel back to Illinois, whatever.
Yeah. Okay. So, this one is, when I look at other ratings and rankings and other people's reviews, this one is always the worst. Everybody puts this at the bottom of the list for Halloween. I haven't heard anybody give this movie a good review. So
let's see if we will.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to be a little positive with a part of the movie. One part.
With one particular part
of
the movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not the whole movie.
No.
Just one part.
No, yeah, you gotta be grasping at straws to...
All right, so can you find any positives for this?
Let me think.
I mean, we were talking about last time with H2O. It took 4 years to go from H2O to this.
Yeah.
Usually, when you make a pretty good movie and then a bad movie, you're filming like a year after.
Yeah.
Or at the same time.
Yeah.
Not 4.
Yeah.
Usually, you should be able to...
You should come up with a good script.
Yeah.
At some point.
Yeah.
I did hear when this movie came out, like right before like the whole screeners I think for people like what you and Invisible Man.
Yeah.
Saw the movie before it came out. One thing that I heard that people kept commenting on those comment papers was that they wanted more Busta Rhymes.
What was happening back in 2002?
I have no idea. He was pretty big around that time.
He definitely was. He was snapping necks.
He was big for music, not for movies. So when I heard that, I was like, I don't know what they saw, but it sounds like it's better.
Version, I guess.
Sounds like it was better than what we got, because we got a lot of Busta Rhymes. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Little interesting fact, if it was true. I find it hard for that to be true, but you never know. I don't know. So, positives for me. Parts of it, I'm not gonna say all of it, but parts of it was kind of fun. I did like the concept of the idea behind it. Film crews going to film Michael Myers' house. It's like a tourist attraction at this point. Yeah, that's like getting downloaded onto the internet, and people can view it from wherever. That's an interesting concept.
Yeah, and this is 2002, so that's kind of newer technology.
That's dial-up still.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I liked the concept of that. I liked some of it was fun. I will say, I had fun with. I don't really remember much of the kills.
Yeah, very forgettable.
They are, but I don't know. It was something about the way it was filmed. I guess the way, not the way it was acted, because that's a different thing completely. That's not going to be positive for me. But yeah, it parts of it felt entertaining and fun. The majority of it was not, but parts of it did feel fun. It was definitely did not feel like a Halloween movie whatsoever. No, but yeah, okay. Some of it was fun, and the idea is cool. Okay, if they executed it the right way, it would have been maybe not top of the Halloween list, but somewhere in the middle, I would say. Yeah,
yeah. The idea is good. The idea is good. Yeah, so that would be one of my positives. The idea, even as I was reading it, I was like, "Oh yeah, this sounds like a good movie."
Yeah. What happened?
So, hear me out on this.
Here we go. Always a good way to start out
with how they had Michael live. Beginning of the movie, where you find out that it wasn't actually Michael who she cut the head off. Hear me out.
Okay. All right.
If they're going to make another movie, like they did with Resurrection, I feel like, how do you do that? How are you going to bring him back? Unless he's like a zombie, or how could you do it? And I feel like they came up with a pretty creative way to do it. That's why I say it's a positive, just because. Just how do you do that? You know? The plausibility of it, and it's not realistic for that to actually happen.
No,
there's definitely some holes there, but I feel like it's clever, and I don't know how else you would do it. I don't know how else you would have him survive this.
Pull a Jason and have him go to hell and then come back.
Yeah, exactly. You can go that route, I guess. So I will say that that's sort of a positive. I liked the scenes with Laurie. I didn't like that she died right away, but I did like the how he got to she was in a mental institution, and just staring out the window, and I kind of like the setup that they had there. But then that just ended. Yeah. Super fast.
You gotta end that line there. Yeah. She just didn't want to come back. Yeah. We'll pay you some money, just film an hour's worth of footage.
Yeah. So, I liked where they were going with that, but then
they went somewhere else.
Yeah, they did.
Quickly.
Yeah.
And so there's that. Those are my positives.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I get that, once you chop off Michael's head, there's really nowhere else to go from there as far as bringing him back.
Yeah.
Still find it to be a cop-out way of doing it, just to bring him back, I guess. But I can see why they would go that route. What would have been better, I think, this is if they had known that they're going to do another one after H2O, would be if after Laurie chops his head off, she takes the mask off and it's someone else, not him.
Yeah. Well, they do that in Resurrection.
Yeah, they do that in Resurrection, but it would have been a cool way of ending H2O, if they knew that they were going that route.
That would have been a really cool way to end it.
Yeah.
That would have made H2O better.
Yeah. Kind of leaves it on a cliffhanger there that we have to wait for 4 years to get this.
That would be bad. That would be even more disappointing.
Yeah. Unless if they had that idea beforehand, they knew that they were going to do this, so it would have been quicker time coming out with another movie.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't have gotten some of the actors that we got, probably. So, that... Just the way Michael was acting at the end of H2O, like, he was acting like Michael Myers. He wasn't acting like somebody that was in a Michael Myers mask. Like, so...
And the guy, like, I guess the idea was that his, like, larynx was crushed so he couldn't talk.
He can still make noise.
And he's, like, reaching out to her.
Yeah, as he's being crushed.
Yeah.
That's a Michael Myers move. It's not some guy who's got a Michael Myers mask on. So, that... I mean...
like I said, what do you do? How do you do it?
I know.
So, like, when I first put on Resurrection, and I saw that opening scene, I was like, oh, okay. Good try. With what you had to work with, it's... what can you do?
Yeah. And killing off Laurie, like, that quickly, like, not even killing her off, like, do that.
Yeah.
Kill her off at some point, but in the first 10 minutes of the movie, that's lame.
No. They could have kept her storyline going with her at the mental institution. Could have kept her going with what Michael was doing with the reality show.
Yeah.
Could have had both simultaneously and made it a way more interesting movie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The idea is, like we've said several times, it's a good idea. It was just executed poorly. Yeah. So Laurie goes from finally she's a final girl, finally she's this awesome character, to she's dead.
And how she died.
Too. Yeah. How she died.
So let's go to negatives. Since we're there.
I think we're I did my positive. You said your positives, and then the next.
But
step
I didn't announce.
I
didn't announce it, Joel.
True. You did not announce it.
It doesn't start until it's announced.
My bad. So you're positive, although they were grasping at straws. They needed something to work with. Still a dumb way of doing it, but
Joel, you come up with a better way.
Have Laurie be the killer, since they're related.
Okay.
Since they're brother sister. Yeah. She must have some of that.
Well, she obviously didn't want
DNA
to be in this movie much.
She didn't. So. She did not. So having her be the killer is just like, I got to do more of this? No, I'm good.
Well, I guess, thinking of that, if they don't show her face,
could just be anybody,
then maybe she only had to film as much as she did.
Yeah. Film her going crazy a little bit, and then put a mask on. Have the mask be on the entire rest of the movie. Yeah. You could have a stunt person for that.
Yeah. Okay.
I think we're just coming up with Halloween ideas. So that the way she died, so lame, so very anticlimactic for that character. She's got him pinned. She's going for the why? Why do you care at this point? Just walk. I understand that because she made the mistake once.
Yeah.
Chopping off some guy's head.
Yeah.
That she wants to make sure that it's actually him.
Yeah.
But no, just walk away.
But how would she know? Does she know what his face looks like?
I have no idea. She was a baby when he killed the older sister in the beginning of Halloween.
Yeah, we don't even see her.
We don't even see her. She doesn't exist in Halloween 1. As a baby anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I maybe she knows what the people in the psychiatric facility look like, and maybe she's trying to look for that.
I'm sure there's been like a mugshot or something.
Yeah, there. I want to see that mugshot.
No, actually, there is no mugshot. Well, there is, but it's his mask.
It's just his mask. Yeah,
that's his face. I hate it when they try to take his mask off.
They did that again in this movie.
Yeah, I know. I hate it.
And they didn't show it.
I hate it. He's not wearing a mask.
I was hoping that when they took his mask off, it was going to be like someone else. Like he wasn't going to be dead. So you're doing it again? Okay. But no, they actually...
it's Tyra Banks. Oh no.
Oh man, this movie. Oh man.
Right, you have any more negatives?
Or do I have any more negatives? I'm just making fun of it at this point. So I've only talked about the first 10 minutes of this movie so far.
That's true. Yeah.
But those were two pretty big negatives for me. Busta Rhymes, all on his own, is a negative for me. Like, not even the acting. Busta Rhymes. I don't have anything against him, for those Busta Rhymes fans out there. Like, he's a rapper.
Yeah.
He should probably stick with that.
He is an entertaining guy,
His
though.
fight scene with Michael Myers.
His martial arts.
His, he actually would say that. Like, what? Come on, what kind of 50s, 60s martial arts movies are you watching? That thing? It was just bad. That whole fight scene with him and Michael Myers.
Yeah.
That alone is a negative.
Yeah.
It's just Michael Myers is just like getting kicked around. Like, no, this is not Michael Myers.
No.
This is a horrible. This is the worst Michael Myers has been in all of these movies.
Yeah. Yeah. And Busta is Michael Myers at one point.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like that's where, because he's face to face with the real Michael Myers in a Michael Myers mask. I feel like when they were watching the screener before, that Michael kills him at that point.
Yeah.
That would have been
good.
Yeah. But he walks away. Like, no, Michael does not
impersonate me.
Michael Myers does not walk away.
Yeah.
No.
He would be so mad.
He would be. It's not even a good mask.
Where'd you get that mask? Yeah.
Oh,
and I get the idea was that they would be in this home that's supposed to be like haunted or whatever, and then he would show up and they'd get a reaction from everybody, and then that's kind of like the money shot for everybody watching.
He's kind of putting himself in danger a little bit there. Like, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna fight back.
Right. Yeah, I wonder how long he would have kept that gimmick up.
Yeah. No, it's me, guys.
But he ends up walking into the real Mike.
He does. And that's where he
just
should have
away.
died. I feel like there's another cut of this movie somewhere.
Yeah.
There has to be.
Yeah.
And I want to see that cut.
Yeah, I feel like this movie was almost like not even taken seriously when it was made.
No. I doubt that
just
it was.
Just the way that Busta Rhymes acted and Tyra Banks too. The way that they acted together and their like chemistry and stuff, like it was so goofy. It was so like I feel like it was purposefully just a joke of a movie.
Yeah.
You know? I don't think it was taken seriously even when they made it. It was a joke.
It really sucks because you got the same director as Halloween 2. Like, you don't have some random guy coming into this.
I don't understand why they went in this direction. Like, was there something around that time that made them think that this would have been a good idea? You know, like other movies that were coming out. I mean, I guess there was like Scary Movie.
Yeah.
You know.
This was a spoof on itself, pretty much.
This is a Dimension film, I believe, which Scary Movie was.
Yeah.
Maybe they were just trying to pump out horror movies at this time.
They could have been.
Because a lot of the horror movies back in the early 2000s, late 90s were Dimension films.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it's very possible that they could have just been pumping out horror movies left and right. But I just... The only thing that I can't get my mind around is... I understand Jamie Lee Curtis not wanting to do this movie. Like, you know what? I'll do it. Kill me off. I don't want to be a part of this. But you've got the director of a good Halloween movie coming back for this. Like, that's... Were you desperate for a check? Like,
yeah. Well, this is over 20 years later, so, like, is this guy, like, senile now? Or?
He
I don't know how old he is.
Yeah,
but,
I don't either.
You know? Or maybe he's like, yeah, I'll do it. And he's like, I secretly hated doing Halloween 2, so now I'm going to really give it to you.
I mean, it's possible he could have been thinking that way.
It was like a grudge.
He still did a good job with directing it. But oh, man.
Or he lost a bet or something.
Yeah. Something had to have happened for this movie to have gotten made with him a part of it. Yeah. Like, pretty much everything about this movie is just wrong.
Yeah.
None of the kills are even memorable. I don't remember. I literally watched this movie last night and this morning, and I don't really remember how most of them died.
Yeah. Well, and then they throw in this random storyline of the main character's boyfriend, like, is
they were chatting.
Party.
They met online.
They were chatting. Yeah,
they met online, and they were watching it
at like a party.
They go to a party, and so he goes into like an office separate from everyone else to chat with this girl. Okay, dude, come on.
But it went nowhere. That went nowhere.
Well, he ended up helping her at the end. Like, it was him that, he was, they have, like, this device or whatever. He was, like, typing it out, and it was coming up on, like, her phone or something that she had. Saying he's in a room next to you, and
because he could see. That's right. Yeah. I was thinking he was going to actually go do something, you know. And it was kind of funny, you know. And I think maybe, like I said, at times they were trying to be funny. Yeah. This part was actually kind of funny, where... he's watching, and it's just, he's like, I need to really see her, but, you know, I'm supposed to go to this party, so I'm going to sneak away and, you know, talk to her. But then, as each time they show him, there's, like, more and more people in the room gathered around watching. The party ends up turning into just a watch party.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
And it's a cool idea. Like, I would watch something like that, you know?
Yeah.
Like, if it was...
Maybe not real, like, real killer.
I would.
Going... You're watching a snuff film at that point.
No. I don't mean that. I would watch like the setup. So I would watch, like, let's say they were gonna go to, I don't know, Ted Bundy's home or something. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I would watch a reality show based off of that. Now, if Ted Bundy shows up,
starts killing people,
that's a different.
We got a different. And nobody decided to call the police. Like, they're watching this whole thing happen.
I know.
They're watching all these people die, and no one's like, let's call the police. Yeah, we know that where this is.
Yeah,
like it's
on Haddonfield Lane. I mean,
only house.
Do they ever say the street name? I'm pretty sure they do.
They probably do at some point. I don't remember what it was, but it's just Haddonfield.
Yeah,
that's just all it is.
Haddonfield Way.
Yeah. Haddonfield Way, Haddonfield.
1, 2, 3, Haddonfield Way. Okay.
Yeah, this movie is just just a mess.
Yeah. So I think we both kind of just given our negatives together.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to
pretty much
separate.
We don't need to tear it apart any more than we already have.
Yeah. So, I mean, basically, this movie has no reason to exist.
It really doesn't.
It's really, like, now, like, I'll probably watch, maybe not watch all of them again, but during the Halloween season, I'll probably watch, whenever I do watch the whole series, I'm not going to watch this one. It has no reason to exist.
Halloween H2O ended perfectly for that timeline.
Right.
You don't need to continue on.
Be done. And, yeah. This movie's just not a movie. This is like the straight to DVD knockoff. Like, this should be called, like, I don't know, like All Hallows Eve or something. It
already exists.
It should be like a playoff of Halloween.
Yeah.
And not even be called Halloween.
Yeah. Even as like a B-rated Halloween movie, it's still not even good.
Yeah, like, it's I don't even know if it deserves that.
Even as a knockoff, it's still not good.
Yeah, like, plenty of straight to DVD movies that are much better.
Yeah, there are.
Straight to streaming these days.
Yeah. Well, straight to streaming movies actually are made fairly well.
Yeah, no, they are. Yeah.
But yeah, so this is straight to VHS back when
straight to VHS
existed.
You can only find this movie nowhere.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we're done with that. Let's just give it a grade.
All right. This one's getting a 43.
43.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like how we're dipping even lower in the...
Gotta go lower.
In the percentages.
Yeah. I can't even give it like a 50. Like, that's... It's still an F, but it's doesn't even deserve half of 100%.
All right. So I'm going 31.
All right. Wow. It's going to be tough to top this one.
You know what we have after this, which will be really interesting, is the Rob Zombie.
Yep. 1 and 2.
Is 2.
Yep.
Speaking of, there is a documentary on YouTube. You can watch the making of Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Oh, nice.
It's like super long. It's like 4 hours long.
Jeez.
They literally go like...
Do they go to both of them or just the first one?
Just the first one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, 4 hours for the first one?
Yeah. It's like day to day.
Wow, that's
like
crazy.
Day 1,
yeah,
the scenes that they shoot. Day 2, the
that's
scenes.
pretty cool.
And like the first hour is just the lead up to filming, like the writing process, the casting, all the it's really really in depth and really cool. I haven't watched it all because it's so long.
Yeah.
So anyways.
I remember they have like the 3 or 4 hour of the Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
But that's all of them. That's even including like the reboot.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But yeah, that long for one movie.
Yeah. It as I was watching it, made me appreciate the movie more.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have to rewatch Halloween 1 and 2 from him.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And
I'm definitely rewatching those too.
We'll talk about those next.
Yeah, we will, and those will also be pretty divisive movies.
You love saying divisive.
I do like saying divisive. It's a good word.
You're such a divisive person, Joel.
I'm just saying, a lot of people did not like Halloween 2.
Yeah. Let's think of another word. Divisive.
That means the same as divisive?
Like separating.
Yeah, I guess that works. That's a separating movie. That
controversial.
Controversial is a good word. That's pretty much the same type of. Yeah. All right, controversial. This is the new word of the day.
Each time you say divisive, I'm going to call you out.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so this has been our review for Halloween Resurrection, and this is Scare Talk.
Sleep tight.
Don't let Busta Rhymes bite.